Oak Island. The very name evokes stories of mystery and treasure. For centuries, people have risked their lives in search of the treasure buried here, but no one has ever found the true truth. But what has happened this time has shocked everyone. During a recent excavation, Rick and Marty Lagina uncovered a secret no one had even imagined. Deep underground, they discovered a hidden room filled with gold and precious items. It is said that this treasure could be worth more than $80 million. But the real shock came when clues were found in this room that proved that this treasure may not be part of a common robbery, but may be linked to an ancient and secret organization. Most shockingly, the government is now intervening in this matter. In some places, efforts are being made to stop the excavation. Rick and Marty's faces showed both joy and fear, as if they had just witnessed something that would change the world's perception of the world. So, what else is hidden in this secret room? Is Oak Island's biggest secret about to be revealed? Watch the video to the end to find out. And yes, if you like the stories of Oak Island and its mysterious treasures, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss an update. Oak Island is a small, mysterious island located in Nova Scotia, Canada. While seemingly unremarkable, it has harbored tales of treasure for centuries. Surrounded by ocean, the island appears serene and beautiful. But beneath its surface lies a mystery that has baffled treasure hunters, historians, and scientists worldwide for years. The name Oak Island has become a symbol of mysterious discoveries and unsolved questions. This mysterious story began in 1795 when some local youths discovered a strange depression in the ground on the island. They found the place unusual, as if someone had buried something there. Curious, they began digging. And as they delved deeper, they discovered layers of wood and strange stone markings. This convinced them that something enormous and valuable might be hidden here. Rumors spread that this place might be the secret treasure of pirates, especially Captain Kidd. With this belief, people began digging relentlessly. Years passed, but the real treasure was never found. Over the past 200 years, countless attempts were made, various teams were deployed, and advanced technology was used. But each time it ended in failure. Many people lost their entire fortune in the search for the treasure. Many were injured, and some even lost their lives. Because of these incidents, Oak Island gradually became known as the Cursed Island. People believe that the real treasure will not be discovered until 7 people die. So far, 6 people have died during the search, deepening the mystery. Historians, scientists, and treasure hunters have offered different theories. Some believe that the treasure belongs to the Templar Knights, while others say that the place may be connected to an ancient civilization or a secret society. The history of Oak Island is not limited to treasure. It also includes mysterious tunnels, strange artifacts, and many other questions that no one has been able to answer to this day. This is the reason why, even today, this place remains a center of curiosity and excitement for people all over the world. Rick and Marty Lagina are 2 brothers whose names have become part of the mysterious stories associated with Oak Island. Both spent their childhoods in the U.S. state of Michigan and have been fascinated by Oak Island ever since. Rick was extremely curious about history and mysteries since childhood. He read stories about Oak Island at a young age, and it was then that he dreamed of one day discovering the truth about this place. Marty, on the other hand, wasn't as interested in history as Rick, but he was an expert in business and engineering. When Rick decided to turn his dream into reality, Marty supported him and strengthened his mission with his technical knowledge and business acumen. Gradually, they built a strong team, each member having a specific role. Craig Tester, who specializes in engineering and scientific analysis, plays a key role in making technical decisions during the excavation on Oak Island. Veteran treasure hunters like Dan Blankenship have been a source of inspiration for the team. Gary Drayton, an expert metal detectorist, often assists the team in finding metal objects hidden underground. Similarly, there are several other members who advance the mission using their knowledge in their respective fields. All of them are united not only in the search for treasure, but also in working diligently and passionately to solve the mysteries of Oak Island. Throughout the Oak Island show, Rick and Marty have made several significant discoveries over the past several seasons. They discovered ancient artifacts, old coins, and mysterious symbols that prove that a major and important civilization or organization was active on the island centuries ago. One of the most famous of these discoveries was a lead cross believed to be associated with the Templar Knights. Additionally, the team found numerous rare coins, ancient swords, and symbols whose mysteries remain unsolved. All of this provides evidence that not only treasure, but an important part of history lies buried beneath Oak Island. Previous seasons have seen many ups and downs. Places like Garden Shaft and Money Pit have always been shrouded in mystery and danger. Money Pit was named so because, when it was first discovered, layers of wood were found every 10 feet, suggesting someone had carefully hidden something there. However, as the excavation deepened, water flow and soil erosion began. At times, it seemed the team would be unable to proceed any further, but they refused to give up. Garden Shaft is one such place where the excavation uncovered strange structures and ancient artifacts, further fueling the suspicion that something significant might be hidden there. Despite all these discoveries, there were also setbacks. Equipment frequently broke down, excavations had to be halted, and the team faced life-threatening situations. All of this proves that the discovery of Oak Island is not just an adventure, but the result of years of hard work, struggle, and determination. Rick and Marty and their team have proven time and again that they are not just on a mission to find treasure, but to uncover history. It's important for viewers to remember that what they see today is not the result of a single day's hard work, but the result of generations of dreams and struggle. The show Oak Island has captivated viewers worldwide because it's not just a story about finding gold and silver, but a fusion of mysteries, history, and human curiosity. For Rick and Marty's team, it's not just a show, but a dream they're slowly working to fulfill. With each discovery, each failure, and each new clue, the mystery deepens, and so does the audience's curiosity. That's why Oak Island's journey continues today, with people around the world eagerly awaiting its next big revelation. This season, Rick and Marty's team selected a new excavation site on Oak Island, one that had been the subject of considerable debate. This site is Lot 5 and the surrounding area, as well as Garden Shaft, which is already shrouded in mystery. Lot 5 has long been a part of Oak Island where excavations have been minimal, but it has been mentioned frequently in old maps and documents. Many experts believed that something hidden here might be hidden that has not yet been discovered. The team decided to focus on this site, while also considering Garden Shaft, to search for clues connecting the two sites. This excavation was different from previous ones because the team made extensive use of modern technology. Ground-penetrating radar, GPR, was used to scan the underground layers. This revealed many strange shapes and voids, suggesting that the underground may not be natural structures, but rather deliberately constructed secret rooms or tunnels. Additionally, the team used LiDAR technology, which made even small changes on the surface clearly visible. This technology helped them understand where to begin digging. Borehole drilling allowed the team to drill deep into several locations and extract soil and rock samples, which were then tested in the lab. Early on, some clues buoyed the team's enthusiasm. Stones emerging from one borehole showed unusual markings. In addition, pieces of wood and old iron were found in some locations, indicating some past human activity. These clues convinced the team that they were digging in the right direction and that a major structure lay beneath the ground. Rick, who is always calm and patient, was also extremely excited by these initial clues. He told the team that this place was special and there was no turning back. As the excavation progressed, the team began to uncover some strange and mysterious objects. Deep underground, they discovered a unique circular stone formation that seemed completely unnatural. This led everyone to suspect it might be part of an ancient secret chamber. Furthermore, they noticed markings and patterns in one area that resembled an ancient language or symbols. Gary Drayton, a metal detector expert, used his metal detector to examine the site and uncovered an old piece of iron that appeared to be part of an ancient sword or tool. These strange discoveries further astonished the team. Rick said that all this proves that what is happening on Oak Island is anything but ordinary. Discussions began among the team about who might have built this place and why. Some believed it was the work of a secret society, while others believed it could be evidence of an ancient civilization. With each discovery, questions grew, and answers were nowhere in sight. During this time, while digging near the garden shaft, a strong flow of water suddenly appeared. Seeing this, the team realized that there was a hidden tunnel or water reservoir deep below. This phenomenon was not only dangerous, but also evidence of a large and complex structure beneath. Marty immediately instructed everyone to work cautiously and decided to proceed with the excavation in a controlled manner. As the team's search deepened, so did the suspense. With each new artifact discovered, both excitement and tension increased. Rick once looked at the camera and said, "There's something here that's been hidden from us." This line not only reflected the team's emotions, but also provided a glimpse of deep suspense for the audience. Now the team was convinced they were close to unraveling a profound mystery. This beginning of this season clearly suggests that the truth about Oak Island is slowly being revealed. From the initial clues to the strange artifacts, everything points to the fact that this isn't just an ordinary treasure, but a historical secret that has been hidden for centuries. Rick and Marty's team is now more determined than ever to uncover this mystery, no matter what the dangers. The excavation had been going on for days, and the team was gradually reaching deeper and deeper. Every time the machines cut through the ground, everyone's breath held, as no one knew what lay beneath. Suddenly, one day, during the excavation, a portion of the ground suddenly caved in. The soil began to fall with a loud noise, forming a large crater. The team immediately stopped the machines and rushed to the site. Marty urged everyone to remain calm and cautious, as it was clear that there might be a void or a secret passage below. Everyone's hearts raced, realizing they were close to a major discovery. Slowly, the soil in the pit was removed, revealing a strange stone wall that didn't look natural. The structure of the stones proved that it had been deliberately constructed. All the team members were extremely excited, but also a little apprehensive, as it was clear they had reached the entrance to a place that had been hidden for centuries. The camera slowly zoomed in on the scene, and suspenseful music in the background added to the mystery. Rick looked at Marty and said, "This could be what we've been dreaming about for so many years." Finally, the stone wall was carefully removed, revealing a narrow secret passage. The passage was so narrow that only one person could enter at a time. The team first sent a robotic camera inside to see if it was safe. The scenery displayed on the camera screen stunned everyone. there was a large room, completely dark and mysterious. The walls were made of wood and stone, as if no one had opened it for hundreds of years. When the team was sure it was safe to enter, Rick and Gary Drayton went down first. As soon as they entered the room, the light from their torches illuminated the surrounding scenery. Before them lay piles of gold, ancient coins, and artifacts that would amaze any history buff. There were gold vessels, ancient jewelry, and some rare artifacts that seemed to belong to an ancient civilization. Rick's eyes were filled with joy and surprise at the sight. He was speechless for a few moments. Strange symbols and markings also appeared on the walls of the room. These symbols seemed to be symbols of an ancient language or a secret society. Marty immediately took photographs of the walls to show them to experts later. Gary Drayton picked up an old map that was torn in half. The map depicted Oak Island and its surrounding area, but it contained some cryptic markings that clearly indicated it could hold the true clue to the treasure's entire story. The team slowly began to carefully examine everything in the room. Some artifacts were so fragile that even handling them could be dangerous. Marty instructed the team to record everything and then safely remove it. Meanwhile, Rick stood in a corner, silently observing the treasure. Years of hard work and struggle were clearly visible on their faces. Tears welled up in their eyes, as this was the dream they had dedicated their lives to. As the items were unearthed, it became clear that the treasure was worth far more than anyone had imagined. Marty estimated that the gold and jewelry alone could be worth over $80 million. And when the historical value of these artifacts is factored in, the discovery is priceless. This moment was incredible for every member of the team. This wasn't just gold or wealth, but a piece of history that the world had lost for centuries. Rick looked into the camera and said, "What we've discovered isn't just treasure. It's a secret from the history of humanity that was hidden forever. Now the question is, will this truth be revealed to the world? Or will it be hidden again?" Hearing this line, the atmosphere became even more suspenseful. The team now realized that they hadn't just opened the door to a room, but had uncovered Oak Island's greatest mystery. The discovery inside the room filled the entire team with emotion and excitement. Every artifact, every symbol, and every map now raised a new question. But one thing was clear: the story of Oak Island would never be the same again. This discovery could change history forever. Rick and Marty knew the road ahead would be even more difficult, but for this moment, all their hard work and struggle had been worth it. The artifacts and symbols found inside the room left the entire team in deep thought. These weren't just piles of gold and jewelry, but evidence that pointed to centuries-old secrets. The symbols on the walls didn't seem like typical designs. Some symbols appeared to be connected to ancient European civilizations, while others resembled the famous cross of the Templar Knights. Gary Drayton examined the walls closely and suggested that these could be codes for a secret organization decipherable only by those who had been part of it. The team also found an ancient stone with writing in a strange language that no one could immediately decipher. These symbols and artifacts revived several old theories. Oak Island has been the subject of various theories for years. Some believe it holds the hidden treasure of the Templar Knights, a secret organization that profoundly influenced European politics and religion during the Middle Ages. When they fell, it is said that they hid their treasure and secret documents safely somewhere. Many historians believe that Oak Island is likely the place where this treasure was brought and hidden. On the other hand, some experts believe that the Freemasons may be involved. The Freemasons are considered a mysterious society whose members have played a significant role in many historical events and events in the world. Their symbols also somewhat match the markings found on Oak Island. A third theory suggests that this treasure may belong to an ancient civilization that inhabited this place centuries ago. According to this theory, Oak Island is not just a treasure trove, but a kind of secret archive where an ancient civilization preserved its knowledge and wealth. Rick and Marty began a deep discussion. Rick believed that this was not just a treasure trove of gold and jewels, but a part of history that was deliberately hidden from the world. Marty agreed, saying that if this truth were revealed, it could change the course of the politics and history of many countries. Anxiety was evident in their eyes, as they knew that such a major discovery brings not only excitement, but also danger. The team understood that they would now be confronted not only with mysteries, but also with external forces that would want to prevent the truth from being revealed to the world. And that's exactly what happened. During the excavation, vehicles from several government agencies suddenly arrived at the site. The team had not been informed in advance. The agency officials approached Rick and Marty directly and ordered them to stop digging. The team members were shocked by this. Rick calmly inquired why, but the answer was very vague. The officials simply said that the excavation could pose a threat to national security, and therefore it was being stopped for the time being. The team couldn't understand this at all. Marty angrily questioned how the discovery of treasure could be related to national security, but the officials remained evasive and offered no clear answer. They erected barricades around the excavation site and began strict surveillance. It seemed as if they were trying to hide something. This incident increased both anger and tension within the team. Rick knew that this matter was no longer just about history or treasure, but also involved politics and power play. Many team members were disheartened because they had worked so hard to get closer to the truth, and now they were suddenly being stopped. On the other hand, as the news spread, social media and the public were abuzz. People on Twitter, Reddit, and YouTube began to express various opinions. Some believed that the government had found a dangerous artifact that should not be publicly available. Others argued that this was all part of a larger conspiracy to suppress the truth forever. Public anger continued to grow, and people increasingly demanded that Rick and Marty be allowed to continue the excavation. An official statement was issued by the government, but it was also very general and evasive. It stated that the excavation had been halted for the time being to investigate security concerns. But it didn't explain the security reasons. This statement deepened the mystery. This was a difficult time for Rick and Marty. On one hand, they had made the greatest discovery in history, and on the other, they were now unable to share it with the world. Rick advised the team to remain calm and pursue legal recourse. He promised that no matter what difficulties arose, the truth about Oak Island would be revealed to the world. This incident was proof that not only old stories, but also modern-day forces were at work behind this discovery, which wanted to keep it buried forever. News of the sudden halt to excavations on Oak Island spread like wildfire. Within hours, the topic began trending on social media. Hashtags like Char Oak Island Mystery and Hidden Treasure went viral on Twitter. People were posting non-stop, some questioning the government, others praising Rick and Marty for uncovering the biggest truth in history. Discussion threads emerged on Reddit, where people shared their theories. Some argued that the treasure wasn't just gold and jewelry, but contained information that could change world history forever. Thousands of videos were uploaded to YouTube, sharing their opinions and speculations. As the news spread, the theories grew more bizarre and mysterious. Some began to believe that the mystery of Oak Island wasn't related to humans at all, but rather that aliens might be involved. They suggested that ancient symbols and artifacts could be linked to an alien civilization. On the other hand, some people were linking it to secret organizations like the Templar Knights or the Freemasons. They believed that the government was hiding the real truth because these secret organizations were still active today, and that their secrets could cause global upheaval. A third major theory was that this was all part of a larger government conspiracy. People were saying that the government did not want the public to know the real truth, so the excavation was forcibly stopped. Fans' curiosity was now turning into anger. People were demanding transparency from the government on social media. Many came out in support of Rick and Marty, saying they should be allowed to continue digging. Some fans even started online petitions to make the public's voice heard by the government. It was clear that the story of Oak Island was no longer just a TV show or a discovery, but had become an international topic of discussion. Meanwhile, the situation on Oak Island was becoming increasingly difficult for Rick and Marty's team. Even before the excavation was halted, the team had faced several dangerous situations while digging deep. The ground on Oak Island is extremely fragile and uncertain. Sometimes during excavation, the ground suddenly caved in, putting the team members' lives in danger. One day, while the machines were working at full capacity, a large portion of the ground suddenly caved in, and one member narrowly escaped. This frightened everyone, and work had to be stopped for a while. Furthermore, the sudden flow of water during deep excavations also poses a major problem. Once, while digging, water suddenly began to fill from below. Within minutes, the entire pit was filled with water. The machines had to be stopped, and the team members had to hurry out. This incident was so shocking that everyone's breath took a moment. It made everyone realize that Oak Island is not only mysterious, but also dangerous. Despite these dangers, the team did not give up. Rick encouraged everyone, saying that these challenges were proof they were working in the right direction. Marty also assured the team that all safety measures would be taken and every step would be taken with caution. The team knew this task would not be easy, but their passion was greater than any danger. Thus, these dangers and challenges faced during the excavation became a true test of the team's passion and courage. While people were raising questions and theorizing on social media, the team was grappling with these difficulties internally. But under Rick and Marty's leadership, everyone's faith remained unwavering. They knew that no matter what obstacles came their way, the true truth about Oak Island would one day be revealed. This passion gave them the strength to face every challenge and gave hope to viewers around the world that this mystery could not remain hidden forever. It was time to relive the entire journey to Oak Island for the audience. Fast, mysterious music played on the screen, and footage rapidly changed. The opening scene depicted how Rick and Marty had set foot on this site years earlier with their dreams. Then, their initial excavation, the discovery of ancient artifacts, the team's struggles, and the repeated obstacles were all shown in a rapid montage. With each camera cut, the story deepened, and the music grew louder. Rick's voice echoed in the background. "This isn't just a story about treasure. This is a history-changing truth." This line created a powerful atmosphere, sending chills through the audience's spine. The footage showed how the ground caved in during the excavation, how the team risked digging deep, and then the moment they discovered the door to the hidden chamber. The rapidly changing clips revealed glimpses of piles of gold, old maps, and mysterious symbols. This is followed by a tense moment when the government halts the excavation and the team is suddenly ordered to stop. It all unfolds as a story that isn't over yet, but rather becomes even more mysterious. As the montage ends, a deep silence descends on the screen. Then the camera slowly focuses on Rick. There are tears in his eyes, fatigue on his face, but also pride and satisfaction. Rick takes a deep breath and says, "What we've discovered isn't just treasure, but a truth that has been hidden for centuries. If this truth were revealed to the world, it could change everything. The emotion in his voice clearly reveals how important this moment is to him. The rest of the team also becomes emotional after listening to Rick. Marty says, "What we've seen is just the beginning. The real story of Oak Island is just beginning." His statement makes it clear that there's still much the world hasn't seen. But the team wants to keep it a secret for now, as the time to reveal the truth hasn't yet arrived. The camera then pans to a part of the room where some artifacts are hidden under veils. The audience isn't shown their full view, only a brief glimpse is given to maintain the suspense. This suggests that something is afoot that could shock the entire world. Rick's voice is heard in the background. There are some things that, if revealed now, could spiral out of control. We have to wait for the right time. The screen goes dark, and only the team's shadows are visible in the dim light. The music gradually increases, further increasing the suspense. In the final moments, Rick's line resonates, "The truth about Oak Island is just one step away." Then, text appears on the screen. This climax kept the audience on the edge of their seats. On one hand, they were delighted that the team had made such a significant discovery, but on the other, hundreds of questions swirled in their minds. What was hidden beneath that cloth? Why was the government taking such strict measures? And what other secrets lay buried in Oak Island's history? No one had answers to these questions at the moment. The video's ending leaves viewers pondering and discussing. It's clear that this story isn't over yet, but rather the beginning of a new and bigger chapter. The mystery of Oak Island deepens, and Rick and Marty's journey has become more exciting and dangerous than ever. This climax was not only the biggest moment of the season, but also made one of the most mysterious stories in history even more intriguing. After this exciting journey to Oak Island, the biggest question now lies before you all. What could be the real story behind the discovery of such a vast treasure, mysterious symbols, and a secret room? Is it truly the treasure of an ancient civilization, or is it the secret of secret organizations like the Templar Knights and Freemasons? Is it simply a search for gold and silver, or is there a truth hidden behind it that could change the history of the entire world? And the most important question, is the government deliberately hiding all this from the world? Is there a secret that, if revealed to the public, would spiral out of control? We want to know your opinion. Tell us in the comments section below what you think the true truth about Oak Island might be. Is this treasure merely a symbol of wealth, or is it evidence of mysterious organizations that have only been heard in stories? Your theory could help us understand this mystery more deeply. Perhaps your opinion will determine the direction of the next search. If you enjoyed this mysterious journey to Oak Island, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, press the bell icon so you'll be the first to receive any new information or updates related to Oak Island. We strive to uncover every layer of this mystery and make you a part of discoveries that could change history forever. Finally, a small teaser. Oak Island's next mystery is even more shocking. What you've seen so far is just the beginning. The story ahead will reveal revelations that will shake your mind. So stay tuned, because the truth about Oak Island isn't over yet. It's just the beginning.